In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Nick starting with a pass. That's complete to Vele. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They send a man in motion. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Nick's from the gun. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
It's a Denver touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
His first throw is an interception. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kane, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Mims with the grab. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap to Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. They'll throw again. Nix. Cut out left. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
From the red zone now. Has it in close. Touchdown, Denver. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll try and throw it here. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run here on first down. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to the well again. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Brandon Jones up for the stop. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Looking for a throw here. Throwing the out route complete. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for Raiders first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To throw it on first down. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. The 50. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Starting from the 5. Oh, he eats a hit to bring it into that return right near the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Raiders start to fight back with their first points in this game. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders get it back to a 14-point game. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Second down now, 7 to go. Play action with Nix. Finds Mims. Rolling into enemy territory. Keeps it moving. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
On first down, they'll run. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. Got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Nix. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And now they're left with 4th and short.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Marr connects there. And that makes this a 3-score game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And choosing to leave the end zone costs him dearly here. He winds up shy of the 20-yard line.
They're on the 19-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Broke through the tackle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And this throw is knocked away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target. He make a play on it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw. Stays in the pocket. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
He gets loose down the right side. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Nicks off the play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders take possession of the football.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something-something to the return.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. Second down now, 7 to go. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders make it a one-score game before halftime. Raheem Mostert the touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's on the move. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Nick's looking to throw. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. He's at the 30. The 10! Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. DJ Chark there for the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Drake. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time.
Caught off the tackle, but he lost the football! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and the next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
He's going deep this time. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. We got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Able to get it to Franklin. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Nix to throw. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Broncos will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Broncos take a 3-possession lead.
Raiders 21. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Riley Moss with that tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They give it to him again. Room to work at the 35. Through the 45. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. To the air now on 1st and 10. Got a man, Bowers has it. He's got it in the red zone. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Working inside the red zone. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Motioning one of the tight ends. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. It's Nix out of the pistol. Hits him on the in route. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves him with 3rd down and 5. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds the in route complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Nix from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They've got a man in motion. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Complete to Mims. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll throw again. Nix. He's got it at the 5. It's a Denver touchdown. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Broncos take a 3-possession lead.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Breaks the tackle, still going. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, look, Jake, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Adams. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Now a give on the counter. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Oh, he lost the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Gets it forward for a gain of 3. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He breaks the tackle. Bullies his way in for the touchdown. The Raiders shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle could mean a touchdown.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Draw play. This is Williams. To the races, middle of the field. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos take a 3-possession lead.
Raiders 35. Eddie Pinheiro is set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
Their own 29-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run here on first down. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Going to the ground again on first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Back to the well again. Gets to space right side. Is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner. But, man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Raiders have some new life in the 4th.
Well, Obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the marker, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
Runs it in for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. And he's done it so many times before in just this game, Brock. There he is again in the end zone leading that celebration.
I think they're running out of ways to celebrate.
I think so too.
Right? They work on these things. They love these celebrations, but my gosh, he's made a habit of visiting the end zone. And it's his effort, it's his want to, it's his will that has carried this offense forward for much of the game.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Brought in by Vele. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Give to Williams from the gun. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Broncos.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Sure, a whole lot of noise to sort through up the middle, but by the time he figured everything out, he was able to hit them for a decent gain.
They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? But they're the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Looking to throw. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game.
Raiders 49. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
Their own 18-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Plowing up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.